If you don't have either of these or you're limited, things can get boring quite quickly. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 intros and 6 turnarounds in the key of A. We are starting with an A7 triad with a pedal note of A in the bottom. The chord then moves chromatically down, which resolves on another A7 chord. The next part can be used as a turnaround. You can also mix up the rhythms for more variation. Here it is in context with our first turnaround. We're going from a 5 chord to the 4 chord, and then you'll hear the turnaround. The turnaround is basically the last 4 bars of a 12-bar blues. We have a 5, a 4, a 1, and then a 5 chord. Typically, we often hear a turnaround or a different figure being played on the last 2 bars. So in this case, chord 1 to chord 5. But I'll show you later one that comes in a lot earlier. We start this one with a higher inversion of an A7 chord. So when we get to the 5 chord, we're going to add in the lick this time. This is a really quick up-tempo blues intro. It can be used slowed down as well, which we're here, and also be used as a turnaround, so really versatile and really short. We start off with the intervals, the flat 7th in the bass with a 3rd on top, and then we're basically descending the flat 7 by a semitone each time, and then the 3rd goes up a semitone each time before ending on the 5 chord E7. So let's see how that sounds slowed down. And here it is in context as a turnaround. Here we start off with another inversion of A7, but this time we're going to use a picking pattern. Notice the A note on the B string stays put while the rest of the notes of the chord move down in semitones. We then have this cheeky little blue note bend in a chord. How cool is that before then moving down in a standard turnaround lick? For this one I use my knowledge from intro number 4, where I take a different inversion of A7 and I keep A in the bass and then I move the rest of the notes down chromatically. Understanding this concept will allow you to move other keys and chords in the same way. This is a really interesting one. We have this A note on the G string that is always present, and then we have this octave shape moving down from the flat 7th of A, which is G, moving down from flat 7 to 6 to flat 6 and then to the 5. This also works really well as a turnaround. Now I'm going to give you, as promised, 3 really cool turnaround ideas that really work on its own. I mean, you can try to use them as an intro, but I think personally, they work best as turnarounds. But try them as an intro and let me know in the comments which ones you found actually were quite suitable. So turnaround number 4 has this really cool descending triad idea. Let's check that out. Turnaround number 5 is a variation on our typical Robert Johnson style turnaround. So turnaround number 6 is one I was talking to you about earlier, where actually we start the turnaround a bar earlier, so bar number 10. This is really cool. We were actually introducing a little blues lick before going into our typical Robert Johnson-esque turnaround. Let's give that a listen. So I really hope you find great value from learning those intros and turnarounds and implying that into your own playing. If you really want to take your playing to the next level, be sure to subscribe and check out these next videos up here and this acoustic guitar playlist here. See you next time.